So they will box you up, lock you up, throw away the key, or get you done in, disappeared one way or another. Again, you do get free transport to Norfolk Bacon SS Pork Farm, Dr. Death's Black SS Pigsty Maze, which really is full of mad monster lies, bogus diagnosis, lethal injections, a very deadly serial killer virus, and they will bury you alive down the longest, deepest, darkest, blackest hole, where all the monsters are, but no monster here. One big monster con, one big monster bluff, one big monster gaff, epic fail, Porky Pie, serial killer lie, Africa, Diss Norfolk and Sandringham. And all to cover up high crimes, royal blue murder, certainly not mine, see Prince Harry the Spare for details. So in their precision engineered black box, serial killer frame fix assassination, Africa, Diss Norfolk and Sandringham. Again sealed with 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnoses, not even Harry Houdini could escape from. But no Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B, no Red Carmichael Dunn, Michael Sands, Sutcliffe Steve Wright, Wayne Cousins, Brady Huntley, Fred West, Black Panther, serial killer here. That one had mud on it. Very good film, Matthew McConaughey, Mud. Why you do have to run, fly, go, disappear. Follow your golden compass before you do end up in the mud. Again, they will pay to make you disappear. And all to cover up high crimes, royal blue murder, certainly not mine. See Prince Harry the Spare for details. Prince Harry is in the UK at the moment, in court, taking on the Daily Mail newspaper group. And to quote Prince Harry's words, he claims that no one should be above the law. Also talking about accountability and responsibility. So will Prince Harry be accountable and responsible? Again, a 17-year-old sex trafficked girl abused and hunted and found dead on New Year's Day. Royal Sandringham Estate killing fields, late Prince Philip's favourite hunting area. See Prince Harry the Spare for details. Or is Prince Harry above the law, untouchable? And again, Steve Wright, Ipswich, 5 girls murdered, not far from here. May have been involved in the Ringland murders in Norwich, also not far from here. But Steve Wright does go on trial soon for the murder of a Victoria Hall, a 17-year-old girl who was murdered, found naked in a ditch dating back to 1999. So a crime is a crime whenever it's committed, unless it's a high royal blue crime, New Year's Day fine. September blue murder, certainly not mine. That will definitely be covered up. And they certainly used and set me up, framed and fixed me. Used me as the spare and the fool guy, the scapegoat. There's a kestrel hovering there. They do hunt more than birds of prey on the Royal Sandringham Estate killing fields, late Prince Philip's favourite hunting area. How do I know? Little birdie told me so. And that van had Brian on it. You can see Brian Numbnuts Goodman. That was a Mondeo there. Again, Steve Wright, Ipswich, riding round in a blue Mondeo. 5 girls murdered in Ipswich in 10 days. But Brian Numbnuts Goodman, 4 elaborate close Diss, where I used to stay sometimes when I was in Diss. Wanted to be kingpin, centre stage, #1 player, #1 assassin, and you certainly can see Diss Woodyard. One big black axe hatchet job, saw trap in Diss Norfolk UK. Brian Numbnuts Goodman posting all over social media, big Diss Facebook groups. Not only claiming I am the big black panther, Sandringham serial killer, but claiming he and only he can prove it, no one else can. Only he can, according to him. Another big liar, liar, pants on fire. Also claiming the Polish will kill me. And he did have 3 Polish lads staying with him at the time. Over 700 Polish in Diss, over 1,200 Eastern Europeans at the time. Again, Evergreen Toxic Crane Corporation. Their high royal blue crime, New Year's Day fine, September blue murder. Certainly not mine, no son of Sam, Sandringham serial killer here. No barking mad, black killer dog wolf, no wolf man, dog man. Norfolk Wolf Creek, son of Sam, Sandringham serial killer here. 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnoses. Evergreen Toxic Crane Corporation, Saxe Goburn Gaffe, Windsor SS. And a lot of people did try and stir up the Eastern Europeans in Diss to do their dirty work, make me disappear. But fortunately, I do know a lot of the Eastern Europeans in Diss. And I was working with some at the time, Daniel and Co, who did ask me about it. So I was able to put them in the picture. High royal blue crime, New Year's Day fine, September blue murder. Certainly not mine. Not me leaving the body of a 17-year-old Eastern European girl on the Royal Sandringham Estate killing fields. See Prince Harry the Spare for details. And Brian Numnuts Goodman also thinks he's the #1, 22 on that one. Also thinks he's the #1 poker player in Diss. But along with everyone else, they do not have a royal flush. They've got sip, 0, silch, nil, a whole lot of nothing. 4 jokers, 1 big monster con, 1 big monster bluff. In a 22-year catch-22, complete abuse of power, position, authority and influence in public office. Whereas I do have 4 aces, the winning hand, all online for the world to see free. Africa, Diss, Norwich and Sandringham. The truth versus a big monster lie. 2 parallel stories, 1 is true, 1 is a big monster lie. I have the truth, guess who has? The big monster lie, all of Diss, no Roy White and White Van Man. Christian B, Sandringham serial killer here, Black Wizard terrorist, Yeshua, really don't think so. So never a bad thing to mock the opposition, all full of mad monster lies, bogus diagnosis and death threats. But again, when us people all in positions of power, authority and influence, and they're the ones setting you up to get you boxed up, locked up or done in, disappeared one way or another, and it's all to cover up their high crimes, royal blue murder, frames and fixtures switches, monster lies and bogus diagnosis, certainly not mine. And again you can see East Coast Truckers UK, MRCT, Bartrams, Anglia Freight, Trans Am, Burster Mill, Discalton Road Assassins, Roy Humphreys, Richard Long, I used to escort wide loads for. Getting plenty of hosts, drive monster 18-wheeler 666 dual trucks, 3 attempts to run me off the road, and also narrowly missed escaped, 1 big high-speed ram. And there's a good old classic film, Duel. So I don't know if you'll win your 666 duel. And as always, no black wizard here in a Volvo estate. Very good film. Pledged Jack Nicholson, giant of a man called the Wizard, riding around in a black Volvo estate. That one's got a yard on it. again called the Wizard, abducting children and young girls, so no black wizard here. Norfolk Bacon SS, Windsor Gestapos, the local Nazis, their blue van, full of 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnoses, again they want everyone to believe are true, dismiss and cancel. White Lodge, the local mafias, the local mob, all their cronies, spies and informers, pushing all their mad monster lies, bogus diagnoses and death threats. And everyone must comply, conform, consent, obey, confess their monster lies are true. And that's the big Diss frame, again set you up as a Red Carmichael Dunn, Michael Sands, Sutcliffe, Steve Wright, Wayne Cousins, Brady Huntley, Fred West, Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B. To get you done in or boxed up, locked up, throw away the key. Again, that one's got yard on it. Could have seen the Druid May Queen, number 10. You could have seen Dickhead and Co. at Scotland Yard. Though Cressor Dick did get the sack, did get dicked off. So no Sandringham serial killer, black wizard terrorist, Diss shooter, I really don't think so. Norfolk Bacon SS, Windsor Gestapos, the local Nazis.